Hello and welcome to my channel. Hope you are all well. So today we are going to be making some shallow fried beef. I'll be using my beef for my salad. So I'm just going to show you the ingredients that I have for my marinade before we start cutting our beef. So I have my oyster sauce here, oyster sauce. I have corn flour, soy sauce. This is sweet soy sauce, some salt, and 1 piece of egg. So I'm just going to add all my ingredients into this bowl. So 1 tablespoon of oyster sauce, and then 1 tablespoon or 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, and then 1 piece egg. Just give this a good mix first. And then I'm going to be adding some salt to taste according to the amount of beef that you have. And then some corn flour, cornstarch. Corn flour, cornstarch, so they're the same. So 1 tablespoon of Okay, so I'm just going to mix this well. So I'm going to be using this for my beef. Next, we're going to cut our beef. So I want to cut my beef into very thin slices. I'll be using it for my salad. So this is how I will do it. And then I'll cut across the grain. So this is what we want, very thin slices. So next we're just going to be adding our beef slices into our marinade. Wash your hands, guys, my hands are clean. And you're going to marinate them for 30 to 1 hour, or you can do this and leave them to marinate overnight. You can also add in here some crushed garlic and ginger for more flavor if you prefer. So I'm just going to give this a good mix. Find the full recipe down below at the description box. Now that is how we are going to be marinating our beef. So I'll give this 30 minutes. If you get more time, prepare this overnight. so that it can absorb all the flavors. Okay, so now we are going to be pan frying the beef that we had marinated earlier for our salad. So I had just left it in my fridge to chill for like 30 minutes. Now I'm going to be pan frying it. So my hands are clean, I've washed my hands, so I'm just going to be taking the strips and placing them on my hot oil. So I'm just going to give this some time to cook, and then I'm going to be turning them. So this is the final look that we are looking for our beef. So I'm just going to let them cook for a while and then I'll turn them. So just cook it on medium high heat so that it can be cooked even on the inside. As it's crisping, as it's becoming brown and crispy on the outside, it's also slowly cooking on the inside. So I have my potatoes here ready. I want to boil my potatoes and I'm going to be using paprika, turmeric powder and some salt when I'm boiling my potatoes. So I'm just going to be putting 1 teaspoon of each into my already boiling water. Half a teaspoon of each. Teaspoon. And then I'll add in my paprika, my turmeric, a teaspoon of turmeric. I'll add in my water and some salt to taste. This is depending on the amount of potatoes you're going to be cooking, so I'll just add that in. Next, I'm going to be cutting my already peeled potatoes into quarters, so into half. Okay, I'm just going to cut them into halves. Just cut it into any shape that you desire. And then we are going to be adding this into our water for them to boil. When you poke your potatoes with your fork and it goes in easily, remove them. Avoid overcooking your potatoes. So I'm just going to add this in. So we're going to give them some time to boil. And then after this we're going to be pan frying them in butter. So now we are going to pan fry our potatoes with butter. These are the potatoes that we were boiling earlier with turmeric and paprika. So we're just going to pan fry them with some butter to make them more crispy for our salad. So what I'm going to do now, to my hot pan, I'm going to add butter. And then I'll add in about a tablespoon of oil. So just let your butter to melt. So I'm adding in oil just to prevent my butter from burning up. Okay. So now I'm going to come in and add my potatoes. Just give it time for it to completely melt. Okay, now I'm adding in my potatoes, my already boiled potatoes. So after a few minutes of pan frying my potatoes, I gave them a few minutes in the pan until they became crispy and they browned. So this is the final look of our potatoes. They are well cooked, well browned, and they are very tasty. So I'll be serving this with my salad. Okay, so now we are going to be making our salad, and I have my vegetables here already. I have lulo rosso lettuce. I'll be using this. We have 3 types of lettuce: lulo rosso, iceberg lettuce, and romaine lettuce. So this is lulo rosso lettuce, and this is my romaine lettuce. I'll be using lulo rosso and romaine lettuce. This is how romaine lettuce looks like, and this one is lulo rosso. Okay, so I'm just going to be cutting it into strips, huge strips like this, strips like this. Just cut it into strips, huge strips like this. And for my iceberg lettuce, for my romaine lettuce, sorry, I'm just going to remove the thick stem. This thick stem, I'm going to remove it from my romaine lettuce. Just going to remove the thick stem. The thick one removed, so I'm just left with this soft leaf, and then I'm going to proceed and still cut them across. After removing the thick stem, just cut them into strips and place them in my bowl. This is how they are looking like. For lulo rosso, you don't need to remove the stems. They are not too thick, it can be eaten. So just cut them across. Into strips. You wash your vegetables first before chopping them. I've already washed mine, so ensure you wash them well. Okay, so this is our lettuce. I have them ready in my bowl. We are going to cut the next vegetable. I have my red cabbage here, so I'm also going to be cutting this into strips. Our red cabbage, cut it into strips. then toss them in my bowl. And we'll finish with the red cabbage. Cut it into strips. So our bowl is already looking very nice already, full of colors. So with your salad, you just use whatever vegetables you have, just to make it more interesting. Okay, for my carrots, I'll be cutting them into thin strips like this. So to achieve this thin strips, I'll be using my potato peeler, and I have my carrot here. Just go across like this, across my carrot here. Just be careful with the peeler. Just go across like this. So this is what I was looking for, thin stripes. Okay, so I'll just toss them in my salad bowl. So you will do this for the carrots all the way until you finish. Okay, and finally I have my cucumber here. I'm going to do the same way I did for the carrots. I need them into thin strips, so I'll just use my potato peeler and go across. So this is what we're looking for, thin strips. So I'll just add them in my bowl. So just finish all the way until you finish with the rest of your vegetables.